Have you ever snapped before?
I've never snapped before.
Never.
No.
Have you ever thrown a football before?
I've done that, yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with the basics. So the basics is how you hold it. So you hold it like you're gonna throw a pass. But what I do is I put my middle finger on the seam, on the middle seam, just like that. And then that's the basic grip. So an easy drill we can do a couple times is you can drop that ball and we'll just play catch overhead and get that flick motion. There you go, that's it. Just do this a few times, and once you kind of get the hang of it, we'll move on to the next thing. There you go. All right, so the next thing is you're gonna, I usually like to warm up at about 10, 11 yards.
Okay.
And we'll go like 10 yards away. So you can stand right there. And you're pretty much just gonna throw the ball between your legs to you, right? So basically like a short snap of a punt. So what you're gonna do is get an athletic stance, okay? You're gonna hold it how I taught you, and it's the same motion. You're just gonna flick it, right? So I'll do it easy one time so you can you're just gonna flick it, all right?
That was easy.
Yeah,
as in speed.
Yeah, right.
That was easy speed.
That was a little warm up right there, yeah. So now, you wanna try throwing it back now? So get up, bend your knees a little more, get athletic. Now make sure you can see me. There you go. And throw it how it's just like going over your head, but you're under your legs. All right, so you just lost your job. Good thing Logan played baseball in high school. He had a few ground balls in his day. So squat down a little more, get athletic, widen your feet a little bit. All right, now throw it. You gotta throw it. There you go. You're getting the hang of it now?
Cool.
Long snapping's at 15 yards.
How far was that?
About 7. So 15 yards would be, if you stay on the 50, be right here. So that's where I gotta throw it to him accurately every time.
Wow, that's far.
And then if you look between your legs, it looks longer too. You ready for one? A little high. My goal is to get the ball from here to you in like about 0.7 seconds. Then Logan has to catch it and punt it in about 1.3 to 1.4 seconds. So we try to have an off time from snap to kick below 2.0, below 2.1 at the worst. So you ready to give one at 15 yards? So get it out in front of you a little bit and let it rip. There you go.
Let's go! Yeah! Okay.
Let's go. That's awesome. That went a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm kind of happy to finish there.
Yeah. So that's half the job, and the other half of the job is field goals, which is at 8 yards. And that's all about throwing accurately and having the holder catch it with the laces out. So all he has to do is catch it and put it down. He doesn't have to catch it and then spin the laces.
I wonder if there's like an interesting fact there that field goal kickers and punters and long snappers are like the longest kind of like partners in NFL. Like I wonder if there's something.
A lot of them are. There are some guys that have played, 10, 12, like I think 14 years together. If nobody knows your name, it means you're doing a pretty good job. When people start knowing your name, it means your name's being called out, which isn't a good thing.
So how did you get into this?
It's a long story kind of, but long story short is I was a backup linebacker, preferred to walk on in college at Baylor. Yeah. And my coach said, hey, if you can start at long snapper, I'll give you a scholarship. So I kind of picked it up, started messing around. My roommate was our punter at the time. Worked with him in the summer and won the job and got a scholarship. And now I'm here. So it's kind of funny how it worked out, but kind of accidentally fell on my lap and I kind of ran with it. But it wasn't something that I ever wanted to be, but I started snapping. I was pretty good at it, so I was like, hey, let's go.
So Ross, you actually taught yourself the position though?
Yes, a little bit here, a little bit there. So the guy that got drafted in front of me at Baylor, he was training for the NFL, and I would just go catch with him, catch his balls and kind of learn from him a little bit. But I would go onto YouTube, just type in how to long snap, right?
You're joking. And
Joe Cordona, who is the long snapper for the Patriots now, he was graduating from Navy, and he's one of the top long snappers in the NFL. And he had this video, pretty much tutorial, how you long snap, step by step. So I would just watch that video and just try and emulate everything he did. And then, you know, over time I kind of put my own twist on some things. Maybe I wasn't as flexible as him. Maybe I thought that my arm strength was better than him, so I kind of adjusted.
Right.
But more or less, I would just watch that YouTube video and I would compare my videos to that video, and I'd be like, all right, his back's a little flatter than mine. You know, he gets more leg drive than mine, and I just try and be like him. So
have you told him that?
I did, yeah. Yeah, we played him my second year. I was like, hey, I actually learned a long snap after watching your video on YouTube. He's like, honestly, you're not the first guy to tell me that. A lot of guys watch that.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool story. And you know, he's a great long snapper. He's a friend now. So it's kind of cool to kind of learn from him and watch his NFL career just keep growing.
So Ross, you've taught me your skill and trade. I'm going to teach you mine, which in comparison to yours is nothing. It's speaking into a camera.
Okay. Back to you, Reece, in the studio.
And he did the...
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, dude. That
Absolutely.
was great.
Yes,
that
sir.
was awesome.
Yes, sir.
For more exclusive content like this, make sure you check out our show, Jaguars Weekly UK, every Wednesday, 9 PM on Sky Sports NFL.